welcome back. If you're not new, my name is Jessalyn Revel. It has been a very long time, and I am an educator in Louisiana. It's my 13th year. I'm a wife and a mom right here in down old Southeast Louisiana. It is a Saturday. We have finally completed week 2 of school, and I have been wanting to talk with you guys and to vlog since probably before cheer camp, and I have been swamped with work. So I'm going to box color my hair. I know it don't come for me. I'm gonna do it. So balling on a budget here. I'm gonna box dye my hair. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my new job, and we're gonna clean the house all in the span of a couple hours because I just dropped my husband off in New Orleans. He's at a Saints game, and I'm going back to pick him up. That's my chair I'm sitting on in the bathroom. Going back to pick him up. We're gonna spend the night in New Orleans and whatever else happens. So welcome, let's chat. You would think I wouldn't have to read the instructions because I do this more than I probably should. If I would just spend the money on actually getting my hair done, I'd probably be in better shape. I even do my own, whenever I do it, I do my own keratin treatments, but it's been a while since I've done one of those, so I need it. Look how bad my hair looks. So I miss you guys. It has been the craziest few weeks of my life. I started my new job, and that in itself is insane. Like it was a very weird feeling not being in the classroom on the first day. Like in a sense, I mourned it because that's all I've ever really known. That's all I've known. I mean, I've been a classroom teacher my entire career. And so stepping out into a different role has been, it's been weird, it's been different, but like not a bad different, just different. So we mix my little science experiment up, and once I get this dye in my hair, we're going to clean the house until I need to wash this out. So let's do that. All right, so I missed you guys. I'm gonna be looking in my mirror, so sorry if I'm not like directly staring at you guys, but I'm still gonna talk to you. So it has been a wild few weeks, like absolutely wild. My new job is keeping me so busy. Like, it's not a bad thing, honestly, but like I have never been this busy in my entire life, if I'm being honest. I feel like I'm always doing something, and so for me it's getting used to like not, like I'm not doing lesson plans, and I'm not like preparing every weekend to like go into the classroom on Monday, and it's been so weird. It's so weird right now in my job. Just if you didn't know, I am a literacy mentor for my school district. My school in Louisiana, or my district, not my school, my district received the CLSD grant, which primarily focuses on teaching literacy to EL students, and because we have a really high growing population of EL students, and then a lot of our schools have like high numbers of EL students. So we're teaching literacy to those students. We're also mentoring 0 to 3 year teachers, which has been really fun. Like, I've always wanted to be like a teacher coach. Like, that's with my curriculum and instruction master's degree, like that's always been the goal for me, is to coach teachers. Like, that's always what I wanted to do. So I kind of get a taste of that right now in my job, but with the first couple weeks, we're kind of hitting the ground running with EL. So we've been working on EL accommodations and meeting with EL instructors to teach them the like what they're going to do in their classrooms, like their interventions. And so that's been really like different for me, is that I'm not used to exclusively working with adults at this point. I look a hot mess, but I'm so used to like being like exclusively with my students. So like this has been such a learning curve for me. Like I've had some really like great days, and then I've had some really hard days where I feel like I'm not doing a good job, because in my brain I don't always know how to perceive adults. Like adults are harder to maneuver than children are. And so some days I feel defeated, but most days I'm like, you know, I'm still reaching kids, and I feel defeated because I feel like I'm not directly impacting kids. And as a teacher, all I want to do is make sure that students are like growing, and they're okay, and they're learning, and they're doing all the things. And so I just need to remember that like my job is impacting teachers who will then go and impact those students. So I'm indirectly feeding into those children as the like, and that's, I gotta remember that because that's been the hardest struggle for me, is that my brain thinks that I'm no longer impacting children directly, and it makes me sad, and I don't like to feel that way because I know I'm just being irrational and being crazy, but I'll get it eventually. I probably don't need all this dye, but like, we're gonna make sure the hair is coated. And my hair, like right before cheer camp, I went to get a haircut, and I told the lady, hey, I just want a trim and some face framing. And baby, she chopped my hair like I look like the little lad. Like I really this time look like the little lad who loved berries and cream, which was very disappointing to say the least. So I'm gonna let this dye sit in my hair for about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, maybe even 40 minutes. I'm trying to see what time it is. Oh my God, is it almost 1? It's 12:30, which means I've got to get a move on because I only have about 2 hours until I need to get back on the road. How am I going to do all of this? Why do I do this to myself? Like, why? Why do I rush myself to do all the things? So, while I work on spot cleaning the house, I'm going to put this little clear plastic hair, whatchamacallit, cap on me so I don't get too dirty. I'm going to discard all of this stuff, and I'm going to meet y'all in the kitchen so we can start cleaning the countertop. I say me. So I can start cleaning the countertops and loading the dishwasher so that I can then go and vacuum and then mop, and then I'm done with cleaning the floor. So let's start cleaning, and then we'll wrap up our conversation about my new job in the school year. Let's do that. vacuumed the house, and I'm now going to try to pass a very quick mop before I need to go rinse my hair and do all the things. I'm done showering. Hair is in this thingy. Husband is blowing up my phone. That was the quickest I've ever mopped the house, if we're being honest right now. And it's freshly 1:33. So when I tell you I did all of that in like, God, I don't even know, like 25 minutes. So I'm gonna put my makeup on first before, I'm not doing a lot of makeup today. Before I go and dry my hair and straighten my hair, because that's just what I want to do today in that order. So we were talking about my work. So I think for me, the most difficult part of my new position is getting to build those relationships with the teachers that I'm now working with. If I'm being completely honest, I feel like it is much easier to form a bond with my junior high kids than it is an adult, because, and I'm an adult, like I understand, because I'm the same way. We tend to keep our guards up when we meet people, especially someone who is trying to help guide you in a career that you chose to do, you know. It's like not everyone is receptive to receiving help in that way, or like constructive criticism, or like things like that. As an adult, that can sometimes not be fun, you know. So I think that's been the most difficult part for me, is learning my people and gaining their trust and those kind of things, you know. Same with the administration at the schools that I'm working with, like the administration team, like getting them to know me, because I'm an outsider, and that's not always like a fun thing to have someone who's an outsider come in to help with your teachers, you know. Some people take that to heart, and I don't like that, but that's something that I'm learning every day. So I'll get used to it eventually. It is what it is. But I am really loving my team. My team is absolutely phenomenal. They are like the best group of girls ever. Like, they are my cheerleaders, my biggest support. On those days where I feel like I'm not worth crap, they're like there to pick me up, you know. So first week of the job, we had, me and two of my team members, we had leadership training in Baton Rouge at the State Department. And by leadership training, it's like the Louisiana Evaluators Rubric, LER training. And when I tell you, they were like my people during that time, like for real, for real. I left Monday. Monday was fine, like everything was good, and then like in 35 minutes before we left, I felt awful, but I knew in my heart I was having a kidney stone, and left the meeting whenever it was over in excruciating pain. And by the time I got back to my house, like 45 minutes away, I could barely like sit. I couldn't sit, I couldn't stand, I couldn't breathe right, like everything hurt. So when my husband got home from work, he drove me to the ER, where I stayed there till about 11. And I sure did. I had a little 9mm kidney stone. We named him Henry, and Henry was still far up in the ureters. That's the tubes. And they told me, you're gonna have a wild week because it's gonna take a while before he passes. So they sent me on my way with medication, and I literally got home, didn't really sleep that night because I was in pain, and went to work that next day to training, you know, because that's just the kind of person I am. Like I'm trying to learn a new job. I'm not making excuses for myself. If I was in enough pain, I would have stayed home. But the medicine helped tremendously. I was uncomfortable, to say the least, but not like I couldn't do what I was supposed to do, you know? So that was, ooh, I have my hair is like falling out everywhere. That was an experience in itself. LER training went very well. That Tuesday of that week was when our contract hours started, and I was not on campus because I was at training. And so I had training Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday I went back to campus to meet the other members of my team, and my boss was training other EL teachers and paras with our interventions. And so I just kind of jumped in with that, and that started my school year. And that it's literally been go since. Just so you know, that Friday I passed my kidney stone that night, and it's been business as usual since then, which I know that sounds terrible, but it is what it is, you know? I like to think of myself as a trooper. I never let like excuses, because I've been through much worse. Like a kidney stone, yeah, it's painful, but like losing your mom at 22, your first day of student teaching, is way more emotionally painful than the physical pain of a kidney stone, you know? So I'm not letting things like that deter me from getting things done, you know? And I hate to say that, but like, it's true. I mean, it's true. So my first week of work, wild, absolutely wild. I would have never been like, I'm gonna have a kidney stone no, I would have never thought that. Absolutely not. Would have never thought that. So my second week we start, I don't even remember, like it's been such a whirlwind. I don't even remember all the things we had to do. Second week, the Friday, the day I passed my kidney stone, that night I passed my kidney stone, that Friday the students started school. And when I tell you, I was so sad. Sorry, that's my sonic thing on. I'm cleaning my retainers. I was so sad because all I wanted to do, like I just felt like I needed to be in the classroom. Like I needed to be in the classroom. Like I was mourning not being in that room, you know? That just kind of made me like sad. But my boss told us, like, if you have a school, because we didn't really start till like 8, like my new job, on the days that we're like reporting there, we don't really start till 8, which is a little bit later than what I'm used to in junior high land. So I went to my old school, which is still one of my assigned schools through the grant. And I went and told the admin, what do you need me to do? What do you need help with this morning? I'm here to help. Put me to work. And they put me to work, and I was very excited and very happy. And I felt like I had a purpose in that moment, you know? Okay, so hair is dried, and it's supposed to be dark brown, but I'm looking very The Black Parade, My Chemical Romance, which, I mean, I love the song, love the damn, but I hate when freshly dyed hair is like really dark. So I can't wait for it to lighten up next week, yay. All right, so I am going into week 3 of my job this week, and we have been working on EL accommodations, like the checklist. So going into the schools and meeting with admin and teachers and creating these accommodation checklists for students that are classified as EL, and getting them prepared for all of the teachers who teach our EL students. And this week we're just finishing that. So like the goal is to get all the schools in our district done by Friday. And that's difficult because once again we have a lot of like our numbers are significant. Like we have a lot of EL students, and a lot of schools have a like larger number of EL students, or like the population is growing. So it's a very daunting task to know that you're in charge of making sure these kids have their accommodations. Like that's a law, and that's scary. Like I've only ever had to like follow their accommodations. Like that's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like I just have to document and follow it, which I know some teachers don't. Like y'all wild. I'm not losing my teaching license for not following the law. Like y'all, if you are a teacher and you don't document that you're giving your students accommodation, any students, 1508, 504, EL, like any students that receive accommodations, if you are not documenting that and having, like I'm junior high, so I'll make my kids sign it. If they refuse, I'm gonna put that they refuse their accommodations and they're gonna sign for it. So that if it's ever brought up, baby, here's my proof. Like if you are not doing those things, and you are reckless, like dangerous. I could never. I am so terrified of losing my teaching license over something that is that like easily resolved. Like y'all wild. I love fresh mascara because like look at the difference in one coat versus this eyeball. Like naked eyelashes. Love it. I am so jealous. My son has the most beautiful, husband too, like my son gets it from him, the most beautiful eyelashes. They're long, they're just gorgeous. Why do men have the most beautiful eyelashes? Like I don't understand. And my left eye is a bad eye. Like the eyelashes are like very sparse. Cause after I had my son almost 5 years ago, or when he turned 1, so like 4 years ago, all my hair fell out. Like insert a picture. I'm gonna show you how beautiful my hair used to be before my kid turned 1. And I know most people say like 6 months postpartum, hair shedding. Like I really thought I wasn't going to have that, because at 6 months, like my hair was still growing. Like it was ridiculous. And then my baby turned 1 year old and my hair fell out. Legit just like fell out. Okay, I might have gone a little heavy-handed on the mascara, but oh well. I'm from the 2000s. Like I grew up in the early 2000s was like my teenage years. So I grew up always having the spider. You wanted the spider web effect on your eyelashes. Not so much nowadays, you know. Get clowned for that by them teenagers. They're ruthless. But back when I was a teenager, baby, that was like, you were fine with your eyelashes clumped. Oh, mine look rough. They look rough, but that's okay. That is okay. I am not trying to be a supermodel. I just need to look alive. But I'm going into week 3 really positive. I did, fun fact, I did have to up my medication with my psychiatrist, my Zoloft, because just the realization that I took a new job was stressing me out to the point where I wasn't sleeping anymore. And I was just, like, I was getting anxiety again, but like, not because I didn't think I could do the job, which some days I still don't think I can do my job, but I was picked for a reason, you know? I just think that it's so new, and I'm a very routine-based person. Like, I have diagnosed obsessive compulsive disorder, and so this is not part of what is a norm for me. And so it was stressing me out. Like, I was 100% losing my hair again from the stress and biting my fingernails and doing all the things that I have not done in forever because I wasn't feeling stressed or I wasn't anxious anymore. But the more we got closer to the school year and the more trainings I was in and the more meetings I went to and all those things, like, I started to psych myself out. Like, I was terrified. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I felt like an imposter. Like, I felt like there's so many more worthy teachers in my school district who could run circles around me. Like, yeah, I'm a reading specialist, but like, I don't have all the answers. Like, I haven't used my reading specialist brain in forever. And that freaked me out. That freaked me out. So that was like something that I had to like really like get a hold of myself with, because I was psyching myself out to the point where like I was starting to cry and I didn't think I could do my job. And I told my husband that, like, what if I made the wrong decision? Like, I was panicking. Like, pretty classic me. If you know me, like, pre-medicine me, severe worry wart. Like, I don't know how people tolerated being around me, because I would panic about everything. Like, overthink, create scenarios in my brain. Like, it was not fun to be around me. Like, honest to God. So I think having my medication dose upped was a really good thing. And I went from 50 milligrams to 75. Like, it's not a huge jump, but it's enough to where I feel mellowed out again, and that's important. I look so corpse bride. I'm losing my summer glow. Like, I look like a Tim Burton character. I don't think he likes black people. That's what I read about. Some people say he don't like black people. I don't know. Anywho, I am just so glad that I got to sit and chat with you guys. Like, I feel like I'm on a FaceTime with my friend that I haven't seen in a couple months, because I've just been busy, and that's life. And you know, your besties, you may not talk to them every single day, but when you pick up, where it feels like you're just picking up where you left off, you know? And so I appreciate you guys sticking around while I try to navigate this new journey and figure out what the hell I'm doing. Oh God, a Colt update. Colt started his final year of pre-K. He's in a peer model group class this year. So it's typical kids and the significant disability pre-K kids. And so far, he just finished his first week and he loved it. He loves his new teacher. She's very awesome. He is also, this summer, my mother-in-law was hell-bent and determined, and I really appreciate it, to have him on the toilet. And it's been 2 years in the making, and by gone it, he is peeing on the toilet consistently now. Pooping, that's another story. He is terrified to poop on the toilet, but you know, Rome was not built in a day. We have been working tirelessly with Colt to do what's best for him and watch him grow in the way that he is supposed to grow. And God is so good. God is so good, y'all. He is so good. So it has been just such a beautiful journey watching Colt blossom. He is talking a ton more, which it's funny, but sometimes I'm like overwhelmed because I'm not used to hearing him nonstop talk. And it's just one of those things where, like, I am so proud of how far Colt has come. You know, like, there was a moment in time, is this, you know what, we're gonna wear this, I don't care. There was a moment in time where I never thought I would hear my sweet little loves voice again. And those were some really dark times in my life. And I prayed to God that if it was his will to give me the patience and the understanding to just, and the knowledge and the wisdom and all those things to help cope, receive the resources that would best suit him in his current need. And I'm telling you guys, if you're not a firm believer, like that's you. Everybody's story is different, and I'm never going to judge you for that, because I understand that everybody has and comes from different walks of life. But y'all, in my life, God has been so good. Like, it is a miracle in itself that I was able to have Cole, and it has been truly a blessing to watch God's will be worked out for my son, who at some point in his life, his doctor said he wouldn't account to much, and I told her to not count him out because God was in control, and won't he do it? So I appreciate you guys. Husband's doing well too, but you know, this ain't about him. So I miss you guys so much, and I hope to be back soon a little bit more consistently when I figure out what's going on in my life and career and all those good things. But it was so nice hanging with you guys, even if it was for an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I thank you so much for watching. I hope you join us for the next video, whenever that might be. Please like and subscribe. Let's be friends. And I will see you guys in the next video, God willing. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.